This is Hannibal from thehannibaltv.com, and this week on the Great North Wrestling Podcast, we have former WWE and WCW head writer back when the ratings were actually doing well, Vince Russo. How are you today?
I'm doing all right, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent, and let's start this off. WWE hit a record low non-holiday rating last Monday. I think you were working for them when they got the highest rating ever of 8.1, but they scored a 1.5 rating. What's your opinion on that?
Man, bro, it's sad to me. I'm being honest with you, bro. It's really sad to me, just to know where they were and where they are now. And bro, I blame that 100% on the lack of passion by the creative team. I don't blame it on the talent at all. I don't think the WWE talent ever calls it in. That's just how wrestlers are, bro. Wrestlers are blue collar workers, man. When that light goes on, those guys bust their ass. But to me, 100% lack of effort and passion when it comes to the creative team. And to me, that's what's really, really sad.
I know that the talent's working hard, but when you have Kevin Owens in the main event wearing street clothes and looking like he does, if I'm flipping through the channels, I'm not exactly going to stay on that channel compared to like The Rock and Austin when you were writing, you would stop if you would see those guys flipping through the channels.
I remember, I swear, bro, when I was working with The Rock, man, and he just started getting over, I swear to you, this is a shoot. Bro, those short shirts that The Rock wore, bro, those were $500 shirts. And bro, he only wore them one time. One time. So, bro, that tells you, I mean, bro, be part of being a star is your appearance and what you put into wardrobe. I mean, bro, here's an excellent case in point. Charlotte Flair. Bro, those outfits are not cheap. I mean, she's paying top dollar for those outfits to look like a star, present herself like a star. You know, she got that all from her dad. But I mean, bro, that's part of it. Presentation. And, I mean, I've said that about Kevin Owens for a long time, bro. And, I always get heat over it. But to me, man, if you're going to be on TV, you should be a television star. And a lot of that is the way you present yourself.
Did you see this video WWE put out of their writing team? They have since made it unlisted and they've disabled the comments, but it's very bizarre. I'm curious your opinion on it.
Oh, I saw it, bro, and it was very, very bizarre. Bro, you know what really bothers me, man, if you want to be honest, is like not learning from your mistakes. Bro, when the ratings were at an 8.1, like you said, two guys were writing television. Two, me and Ed Ferrara, and we were working directly with Vince. That's it. That's all it was. All of a sudden, bro, like you said, coming on the air, 1.5 rating. There's 20, 25, 30 writers. Who's reporting to who? Jeff Jarrett, vice president of creative, Bruce Pritchard, all these kids, Stephanie, Hunter. I mean, my God, bro. And that's what I'm talking about, not learning. Look, look back at the 8.1. What was different? Here's what was different, bro. It was simple. Two writers meeting with Vince. End of story. Bro, they've created their own problems. They've created their own issues. Nobody else did it but them.
And I'm sure you've heard about this Stomping Ground pay-per-view this week having the attendance issues. I guess that's based on the writing as well, in your opinion.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, my God, bro, if you're going to charge people money, they got to be paying for something to see. Bro, unless they're full-fledged 100% marks and just because it's wrestling, they're going to go. But I'm talking about a casual crowd, regular people, bro, like me. Bro, if you want me to pay money, man, you better give me something to see.
And you've said every year for the past, I don't know, well over a decade, ratings have gone down consistently. Do you see that continuing to happen as they move over to Fox in the fall?
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, you know what has happened, man? I'll be honest with you. Time has passed the WWE by. It's passed them by, bro. And like I said, I don't feel bad for them because they did it to themselves. That wrestling bubble, bro, is very political. And they purposely are going to keep out the people that can help because those people are a threat to them. So what do you get, bro?
Okay.
You get the Pritchards back, and you get the Jeff Jarrett's, and you get the Michael Haymans, and you get the Paul Haymans. Bro, these are all political animals. And what they do is they keep the people out that can help. You know it, bro. It's called protecting your spot. So I don't blame anybody but them. I mean, bro, from what I understand, Fox is looking for 3 million people on a Friday night. They're out of their minds. They are absolutely out of their minds. 3 million people are not going to tune in to watch that, bro.
Now, I haven't watched wrestling for a long time for the same reason that you. I've heard you say it on your podcast. You're just not interested in it. Doesn't mean you're hating on it. You just aren't interested to watch it. But I did watch the Undertaker versus Goldberg match because I wanted to see what all the talk was about. And I'm curious your opinion on that match. At least it did bring eyes to the product, and they got a lot of money, obviously, from Saudi Arabia to put on that match.
Well, yeah, I mean, bro, first of all, I mean, as I'm watching this match, I swear to God, bro, my gut feeling is and how I'm actually feeling as a shoot is I don't want these guys to get hurt. Like literally, bro, like that's what I'm thinking of. These guys are older now. Taker's married, Goldberg's got a son. I don't want these guys getting hurt. But bro, a lot of people are blaming the age. Bro, it's a lot more than that. Number one, I think the age does play a factor. Number two, bro, the fact that these guys never really worked with each other. So they don't know each other, bro. They don't know each other's styles. It's not like Brett and Sean. Bro, number three, these guys hardly wrestle. So you got the ring rust factor. On top of that, bro, at their age, sitting on a plane, flying all the way over there. I mean, bro, these guys had so many things working against them. I am happy, bro. Nobody got seriously hurt. That's all I really care about.
What would you do if you were in charge of WWE writing to help make it interesting again? I know that's not going to happen ever. You're very happy with what you do now.
Never
It's
happened.
low
Yeah.
stress, but what do you think would have to happen to make it interesting again to the casual fan?
Bro, it was the same thing that happened when I went to WCW. Bro, there is nothing working. Nothing. Nothing is interesting. Nothing is working. I went to WCW with Ed and the numbers came way down. Bro, we just had to destroy the foundation and rebuild it. And that's what we were doing our first 3 months there. We were basically just trying to wipe the slate clean, get everybody in the positions that we wanted them, and then we were going to build it up all over again. There's nothing worth saving, bro. There's nothing over. Nobody cares about anything. You got to wipe this thing out and start from scratch, man.
What's going to happen when Vince has continually more and more XFL responsibilities? Do you think that's going to help or hurt the product?
Oh my God, bro. It's gonna hurt the product. I mean, bro, I talk to current wrestlers on the roster. And bro, I have privy to like their conversations with Vince. And bro, like I'm telling you, I know he's 72 years old, but bro, I don't know if he's suffering from CTE. I don't know what's going on. But when they tell me of the conversations they're having with Vince, I'm like, bro, like this guy is gone. I mean, this ain't the Vince that I worked for. Now you put the XFL on top of that, but bro, on the other hand, though, to be honest with you, how could it get worse? I mean, literally, I mean, how could it possibly get worse than what it is now?
What was the lowest rating you ever had in WCW? Just out of curiosity. I
Oh,
know you had a lot of flack against.
WCW.
Yeah.
Probably, bro. I don't remember specifically, but I'd say probably a 2.5.
Right. So it wasn't even anything close to what it's hitting now with no competition.
Not even close, bro. Not even close.
Now, Jim Ross talked about this on his podcast recently, how he really didn't like that Oklahoma character.
Yeah.
I did a full interview with you a few years ago, and I didn't ask you about that. So I just wanted to ask you about that now, what the thought process behind that character was.
Bro, at that time we were in an all-out war. Bro, so it was like it was kind of gloves off. Bro, Vince McMahon back at that time, like he used to do a JR impression behind JR's back. So it was twofold, bro. Part of it was that it was an all-out war. And the other part of that was it was kind of like a rib on Vince because he used to do the same exact thing. Bro, of course, looking at it now, one of the most hideous things I've ever done. I wish I never did. I can't take it back, bro. I mean, I have apologized personally to Jim Ross numerous times. Jim was totally, totally cool about it, bro. Once I apologized, I mean, he accepted it and it was cool. But yeah, bro, obviously, no question, one of the things I regret. Bro, I don't put Jim Ross in the same category I do as a lot of people. Because one thing I could tell you about Jim Ross, bro, was he was old school, about as old school as they get. He was born, raised, bled professional wrestling, but he was not a politician, bro. Never once did Jim Ross try to stab me or Ed in the back or bury us to Vince or have an agenda. Never, ever once. If he didn't like something, he let us know. If he liked something, he let us know. And that's why, like, I always, always respected the guy and never put him in that category because he was old school, bro, but he was not a politician. He was not a backstabber. He was upfront, honest, and that's why to this day I have all the respect in the world for that guy.
So I guess you think he was a great acquisition for AEW then.
Oh, bro, before his contract was up with the WWE, I already knew he was under contract with AEW. I mean, there was no doubt about it. Bro, I worked with a lot of guys who were in charge of talent relations. I give Jim Ross all the credit all the time. Back in the Attitude Era, bro, he put that roster together. Jim Ross put that roster together and he handed that roster to us. And every single person on that roster deserved to be on it. So there was no doubt in my mind, bro, like he was going to sign with AEW. They needed him, and I thought it was a great acquisition.
And I recently did a career interview with Val Venus, who spoke very highly of you. And he even said once you went to WCW, that was really the end of his character because you did the best writing for him. Do you have any memories of working with him?
He was just the best, bro. He was great, and he was so good in that role. But, bro, there was so many people like that back then because we really concentrated on getting every character over. We didn't care who you were. I didn't care if you were Val Venus or D'Lo Brown, Ken Shamrock. It didn't matter, bro. Like I said, JR handed us the roster. Our job was to help get every single person on that roster over. That was our job, bro. And it was just a great time, bro. That'll never be repeated.
He mentioned that he really didn't like working with John Bobbitt when you brought him in. Did you have the same experience with him? He said he was constantly making really bad jokes and he was a pain in the ass to be
Yeah,
around.
you know what, bro? I'll be honest with you. Val probably spent more time with him than I did. I didn't get to spend that much time with him. And in the time I got to spend with him, I mean, I didn't have any issues or anything like that. But I mean, I definitely believe Val in saying that. But yeah, I didn't have that much interaction with him.
And you've been in the news a lot lately because of this theory that you've come out with. I'm not sure if you're just saying this is a theory or if you're saying this is what you truly believe, but that AEW is secretly working with WWE. Could you explain that to people
Well,
on?
bro, this is what I believe. This is the God honest truth. This is what I believe. Either they're working together or Vince McMahon is totally 100% incompetent. Okay? And bro, I'm going to tell you something. I don't believe that. I can't believe that the guy I worked with, the genius, I can't believe the man is now incompetent. Like I said, bro, unless there's CTE issues we don't know about, and I don't know about them, but the some of the things that he has been doing, bro, they're incompetent. They're totally incompetent. So that I can't accept that. He's a smart man. But bro, it's either that or they're working together. It's one of the two.
What are some of the reasons other than that that you think that they're working together? You mentioned, I've heard you say because Sami Zayn mentioned them publicly on Raw, I guess, but what are some of the other
Bro,
reasons?
there are three main reasons. I'll give you the three main reasons. And there's a lot of other I mean, there's a lot of other things around it, but I'll give you the three main reasons. Number one, they've done this before. They were in bed with Paul Heyman and ECW. Nobody knew about it. The boys didn't know about it. The ECW roster didn't know about it. WWE roster didn't know about it. Nobody knew about it. Paul Heyman's going on TV, being the renegade and being the outlaw and burying the WWE. Meanwhile, he was on their payroll. I know because Vince McMahon told me. So, like, I didn't have a clue, bro. I didn't have a clue until I was writing the TV, and Vince said to me, "Hey, Vince, you need to know we're working with ECW." So
And
number
that's
one,
been confirmed since by Bruce Pritchard and Jim Ross.
yeah,
So it's not.
absolutely, bro. Right. So number one, you got history there. You got history, and bro, now number two connects with number one, bro. The person who brought all that together was Bruce Pritchard. It was the relationship between Pritchard and Heyman that brought that relationship together. Vince didn't have a clue about ECW. So I guarantee you, bro, Heyman sold Pritchard a bill of goods. Pritchard bought it hook, line, and sinker, brought it to Vince, and that's how it happened. Okay? So with that being said, bro, now we got to look at point number two. Why in God's name was Bruce Pritchard rehired after 10 years? Obviously, bro, there has not been a change in creative. Creative still sucks as bad as it was before he got there. So I don't want to hear, because at the beginning he was hired for creative.
Right, and he had been created in creative in TNA, and he didn't help TNA back when he was
Exactly.
created.
So, bro, I work with the guy. His strong suit is not creative. That's not his strong suit. So, bro, you got to understand the guy was fired. I mean, the guy was fired by Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie fired Bruce because she didn't want anybody in creative that knew more than she did. She didn't want to be challenged. She wanted minions like the people you see on that video.
Yeah.
Okay? So, bro, Stephanie fires Bruce. Vince, who had worked with Bruce for almost 2 decades, gave it the green light and said, okay. Now, all of a sudden, Vince is going to hire Bruce back after Stephanie fired him to put him in that same spot. And, bro, then you've got to look at the Bruce Pritchard relationship with Conrad Thompson. Bro, put Conrad in the Paul Heyman spot. Conrad is affiliated and associated with AEW. I don't know if he has money invested. I don't know. But Conrad Thompson is AEW. Conrad Thompson, bro, is probably one of the smartest individuals you'd ever meet. I guarantee you, bro, put him in the Heyman place. He went to Bruce. Hey, bro, what if they have this conversation? Bruce goes to Vince. Bruce will be the liaison, and Bruce is hired back from the WWE. I mean, bro, my God. I mean, when you look at those two things, number three, we get to the Sami Zayn. Coming off of that hot pay-per-view, everybody is talking about AEW. You're going to put them over on your flagship show, bro? When I know when I worked there, bro, when you're in second place, you got to throw the kitchen sink at number one. That's what we did at WCW, driving the tank to the arena, all that shit. Bro, once you become number one, number two don't exist. You never ever mention them again. And here, Vince McMahon is, everybody's talking about AEW online, and they're going to mention AEW on their show. Like I said, bro, they're either working together or that's 100% incompetence, bro.
I see. Now, we all know that Tony Khan is affiliated with the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do you think of the theory that the owners of AEW are doing this to get back at Vince for getting into the football business again?
I think it's the total opposite. Vince McMahon has always wanted to get into the football business. Vince McMahon has always wanted to own a franchise in the NFL. Also, well, what does Tony Khan want to do now? Tony Khan wants to get in the wrestling business. So Tony Khan wants to get in the game that Vince is in. Vince has always wanted to get in the game that Tony Khan is in. You can't see a relationship there, bro, a partnership there where these guys can use each other to get what they've always wanted. So, again, bro, that's another sign that's very, very interesting, bro.
And what do you think AEW is going to have to do to keep their momentum? Because if you look at the undercard, there's not really that many impressive wrestlers. It's a lot of guys that smart marks like, but I don't think that necessarily MMA fans flipping through the channels will be that interested in anyone other than the Chris Jerichos and the other big names that they have.
Well, bro, they've already said, and Tony Khan has already said, and some of the players have already said that they are going to concentrate on the sport and wins and losses and the athleticism. Bro, it's a work, okay? It's a work. You're not fighting for real. And every casual fan knows that. They're not going to be interested in that, bro. That's why they've turned off the WWE. If they present it that way, bro, they're going to have the same fan base now that the WWE draws. Those same exact people are going to be watching their show. They are not going to grow their audience, bro, at all unless they get back to characters and they get back to storylines and they get back to entertainment. If they don't get back to those three things, bro, they're just going to take the WWE's audience.
What do you think the ratings are going to be like when they start on TNT this fall?
Well, bro, if WWE is at a 1.9 right now, I mean, I can definitely see them starting between a 1 and a 1.5. I mean, I can definitely see them starting there. But, again, bro, we were so successful in the Attitude Era because we got the fans that weren't watching wrestling. We made wrestling cool to everybody. Everything I'm hearing out of the mouths of AEW, bro, it's just the same old. They're doing exactly what the WWE is doing. The emphasis is on the match and long matches, and there's no characters, and they're just going to draw the same crowd, bro.
And do you think the transgender wrestlers and that type of thing is going to actually help them or hurt them?
I think that would help them, bro. Bro, when you put the TV on, you want to see things that are like, you want to see things that are larger than life. You want to see things that are special. You want to see things that are a spectacle. That's what you want to see. Bro, I remember Lucha Underground. Remember that Pampanella? Yeah, I loved them. I loved them because it's different, bro. You don't see that on any channel. It's different. The more stuff like that they can present, I think that'll be great. I think stuff like that draws, a casual fan.
Who do you see as like the next Austin or Rock in the business? Do you see anyone on the current television landscape in wrestling?
Bro, I got to tell you, there are a lot of talents I like at the WWE, but under the WWE's creative, that's just not going to happen. I mean, bro, the best stuff in wrestling right now is what Bray Wyatt's doing. and that's nowhere close to a wrestling ring. He's doing it in a studio. He should be a huge star. Bro, Elias should be a huge, huge star and could be a great baby face. But bro, Triple H said, listen, we don't want anybody bigger than the company anymore. There are going to be no more John Cena's. So when somebody comes along like a Bray or an Elias, bro, they're not going to allow those guys to get over.
I see. And so what about in Ring of Honor, AEW? Do you see any of those guys that are younger becoming the next Hulk Hogan, or is it
Nah, bro,
lost
I
cause?
don't, bro. First of all, I don't watch Ring of Honor at all. AEW, bro, like, I mean, I know Cody's work. I know the work of the Young Bucks. The one guy that I haven't really seen work that much, but he's got a good look, that Hangman Page. I think that guy's got a cool look. I think he could be cool. But bro, when you're talking about Rock and Austin, I mean, you're talking about mega stars, man. You just I just don't see anybody anywhere close where those two guys, what those two guys achieved, bro.
Do you have any story about working with The Rock that you could share with us as we come to the end of this interview?
Bro, here's what I love about The Rock. I started with him, bro, when he was Rocky Maivia, okay? And I saw the climb, okay? And bro, first of all, the majority of that stuff came from him. All the catchphrases, the people's elbow, the raise, all that stuff came from The Rock. But bro, the one thing I got to say about him is as he climbed and climbed and climbed, bro, he never changed. He never let his ego get the best of him. He was the same guy the day I left as he was the first day I met him. And bro, that's really that you don't see that much in wrestling, because wrestling is all about egos, and people start, drawing a very high a very high idea about themselves, and they change. The Rock was the same guy, bro. I knew he was going to go so far beyond wrestling, beyond the WWE, bro, because of just the individual that he was. And like I said, bro, zero ego. And I guarantee you he's that same guy today.
I heard Austin was like that too, with zero ego.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, bro, Austin will still pick up the phone today and call me. Now, what could I possibly do for Steve Austin today? Nothing. But he will pick up the phone and give me a call. I mean, that's how these guys are. Bro, once ego kicks in, you become your own worst enemy.
Now, you're one of the greatest heels, I guess, in wrestling of all time. I could say that because you're still very hated today. Do you have any advice for heel wrestlers out there on getting heat?
God, bro, we're living in a world, man, where like everybody wants to be liked. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro, I've gotten a lot of heat for this, but it's the truth. The marks have made it to the ring. And bro, they're on social media. They want to be liked. I think they've lost sight of, bro, you're an actor in a play. This shit isn't real. Bro, you know how you get wrestling over, bro? Make it real. Make it real, guys. Go out there and do it for real, and the ratings will go through the roof. Until you do that, bro, it's a work. It's not real. And bro, everybody wants to be liked, and everybody's on social media. Bro, look at freaking Disco. Glenn
Yeah.
Gilberti goes on TNA as the Disco Inferno, bro. He's playing a character, and they freaking hate him, bro. They're booing him out of the building because Glenn knows this is a movie. I am an actor. This is my part. I am the bad guy. And these guys, like I said, bro, they've become marks for themselves, and all they care about is being liked and getting 5-star matches. And that's why you don't see any true heels or baby faces anymore, bro.
What's the scariest thing you've had to deal with as a hated character? Because I'm not anywhere near as hated as you at this point, and I get a lot of hate mail and threats, so I can only imagine what you've had over the years.
Bro, there was a time at the Nashville Fairgrounds in TNA when I would perform in the building, and bro, when I went outside, people were literally waiting to fight me. And bro, it was so bad that I had to tell them, guys, it's a work. What you just saw in there was a show. That is not me. I mean, I literally, bro, had to tell people that because they were waiting for me. They literally wanted to fight me, wanted to kick my ass, and I'm like, guys, that was a character. I'm portraying a character, and it got pretty bad in New York of being in the South, bro.
I can imagine. And to close this off, do you want to let everyone know where they could listen to your podcast? I know you have a subscription podcast as well.
Yeah, bro, we do like 12 shows a week, man, on russosbrand.com. And bro, Stevie Richards is on there, Ben Hameen, Vito Lagrasso, Disco Inferno, Goldilocks from TNA, Shane Douglas just joined the brand, bro. So you get like 12 shows for less than $1 a week. No long-term commitment. Go to russosbrand.com. I also have my show Truth with Consequences on Westwood One. It's free and it drops every Tuesday at about 3 a.m. And bro, I'm on Twitch all the time. I interact with people one-on-one like this all the time. Twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for checking in with us. I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll catch you again down the road.
Anytime, bro. I always love talking to you, man.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.